What's up, everybody? Jason of New Age Revolution Cave. It is Wednesday, indeed. Liam is at his usual position in front of the Zenith Space Command.
We're gonna stay tuned. There's gonna be a speedrun video. I'm just practicing right now for the big moment.
The Zenith System 3, sorry. Yeah, nobody cares about the big moment. They care that I messed up and said it was the Space Command when indeed it was the Zenith System 3. The Space Command is the smaller one over there. Do you see it? Great. Okay, so again, sorry about the view. I didn't get to Walmart to buy the little clippy piece, the attachment for the tripod. So today we're going to do something we haven't done in a while. We're going to take a closer look at. That's right, where we go around the room, pull some stuff down off a shelf, and take a closer look at it. Now, ever since I've had the real Ghostbusters collection, I've wanted to show you guys. Can you turn it down a little bit?
Yeah.
I wanted to show you guys the Ghostbuster figures, but they were always so tight in a shelf, and there were so many figures that I didn't want to pull them all down. They don't stand up really well. And I was just like, well, I'll just show you with the camera. I'll just walk you through it. But now that I have decided to condense some of the real Ghostbusters figures, I can show you them piece by piece. What I've decided to do, so the figures, we're going to show you in a minute, but there are 4 original Ghostbusters figures. They come out when the line came out. All 4 figures from the real Ghostbusters cartoon were released. Then the cartoon gained popularity. It's actually a great cartoon. I own it. Well, we haven't watched through it yet, but it's actually one of those cartoons that can be entertaining, I think, even for adults, kind of like G.I. Joe. Maybe like Transformers. It's not just a cat and mouse chasing each other cartoon. It's got a story. So the cartoon gained popularity, and in order to continue maximizing toy sales, they just made a ton of repaints. And when I was collecting for the line, I wanted to get all of the repaints. So I have 24 figures on the floor here that are repaints and gimmicky figures like the Fright features and
What are you gonna do with the bosses and stuff?
Well, the bosses are staying. I don't know what this is. This is like Egon in a spacesuit or for whatever reason. So I've decided that I don't need these, and I put them all up on eBay. There's a lot of 24 real Ghostbusters figures on eBay right now, and they're actually selling pretty well. Because I wanted to condense some space. And so I did. Now I can show you the collection. So I'm going to pull some stuff down, and we're going to take a look at the real Ghostbusters collection up close right now. All right, folks, first thing we're going to take a closer look at is the Firehouse Box. There you go, the Kenner Firehouse headquarters. Who you going to call?
Me.
You're going to call Liam. The Firehouse headquarters as seen in the real Ghostbusters TV show, with these exciting features: ghost containment unit and trap, ghost containment unit and trap, ghost pursuit fire pole, and goop grates. So here you go. Here's your look at the Firehouse Box. That there would be the gigantic containment unit that does not fit in the firehouse. That is actually a really silly item that really can only sit outside the firehouse. And then each playset came with slime, came with a can of ectoplasm that is long dried out by now. But what you would do is you'd put the plasm through the top of the playhouse, and it would leak down onto the figure and through the grates, and I'll show you that in a minute. But there you have it. I think I have the containment unit. Yeah, I do. Hang on one second. Let's look in the box. And here's the containment unit. There's the bottom of it. Let's go in here, and here's the top of it. All right, so it's pretty cool, I guess. So this part opens up. This part opens up. You basically trap the ghost. You close the grate, You close the door, and the ghost gets trapped.
How much was this?
This was $100. Oh, back then, probably 1999.
Whoa.
The ghost gets trapped in there. So cool little feature, but it doesn't fit inside the firehouse. It's massive and doesn't fit inside the firehouse. So we'll just put that in. So I don't understand that. But there's your box. Of course, we have to look at the side of the box. There's your display of the containment unit. There's your display of the slime, the fire pole, the garage that does not actually hold the entire vehicle. And what do we have? We have our classic.
Oh wow, that's cool. That's at Universal Studios.
Yes, there is this firehouse is used. So here's a cool part. This actually came from J.C. Penney. The J.C. Penney catalog. This was ordered in 1988. 1988. The invoice date 9/18/1988. J.C. Penney catalog. So check your 1988 Penny's Christmas catalog. I guess it's got to be in there.
You have that?
I don't have that. And then there's the other side. So there's your box. And I got this from a toy show called RetroCon in Pennsylvania, and it started my Ghostbusters collection. I got it cheap, actually. I got it for $100. Firehouse inbox. $100 started the Ghostbusters collection. Now let's take a look at the actual firehouse. All right, here it is. Here is the Ghostbusters firehouse with doors. You're supposed to be able to pull. You're supposed to be able to pull your Ecto-1 into the garage, but the Ecto-1 is too big. But there you go. Yeah, it's sitting up there. Let's see if we can close these correctly. There we go. Spin it around. Here's the inside of your playhouse. Right there. You've got, not much going on inside, unless I'm missing stuff, unless I don't have stickers. I don't know if there was furniture in here. Here's some books. So that's pretty cool. And then what do we got over here? We got like some other stuff. And then down here we have the bottom of the garage, bottom of the firehouse with all the stuff. And then the fire pole, which is cool. So when the guys are up here, hanging out, sleeping or whatever, and they get a call, they got to go down the fire pole. Now, here's the deal with, well, let's get one that doesn't have an accessory. Here's the deal with this set. I never played with this. I mean, I never even had it as a kid. So Liam just saw it and he was like, "Oh, that's awesome. I would play with that." But would he? Would you? So the only problem that I have with bases, including some of the G.I. Joe bases, definitely the Turtles bases. If you've ever seen like the original Turtle Terradrome or Technodrome, it's junk. It's not good because there's just no room to play. So as a kid, what would you do? Would you have all your Ghostbusters sitting around and talking, and then, they'd get a call and they'd have to basically go down the pole and break the pole and then jump in the Ecto-1 and go fight the ghost? I guess.
And then you would have your cabinet as like a ghost, and then the ghost.
Yeah, maybe, but I was never a. It sounds so weird, but playing so much with wrestling figures as a kid, I didn't know how to play with anything else. So I didn't know what I'd wrestle the ghost. What would you do with these guys? So as an adult, the item is awesome looking as a display piece, but what would you do with it as a kid?
Maybe I'll.
Did you play with it? Did you like create Ghostbuster adventures with it?
This is cool.
So there you go. There is the firehouse. You'd put the slime through here and it would leak down into the firehouse. That would be cool.
Show us the slime.
I don't have it. It's long gone. But you'd leak down in there and then it would leak all in. You have a slime invasion of your firehouse, and there's multiple levels for it to go. So it would drip through here and then drip down into the guys. And what's going on? We're being slimed. whatever. That's how I'd play. And then I'd go grab my LJNs and play with those. So there's the Firehouse. Let's take a look at the figures. All right, let's take a look. Here are the original 4 real Ghostbusters. This is Winston. And he's got his, I don't know if that's the zapper that comes with him or not, but...
I met him.
Yes, you did. You met the Winston from the movies. Yes, you did. So there's Winston. Kind of a faded blue outfit. He's got the Ghostbusters insignia. I think his pack is upside down. I don't know. Then we have Ray. Here's portly little Ray. Here's Fat Ray. Again, no idea if that's the correct zapper. But this is cartoon Ray. Don't forget, this is not movie Ray. So there's Ray. Then we have Egon, of course. Very cool. I enjoyed the look of this guy. The scientist nerdy look. So they took some stuff from the movies. There he is. These do not stand up well. Even on these stands, they don't stand up well.
Well, what was the first Ghostbusters thing? The TV shows or the movies?
The movie. Then we have Peter. Peter. Oh, that was terrible. There he is. There's Peter. Peter Venkman. Is this Dan Aykroyd? It was Peter Dan Aykroyd, I think. Or Bill Murray. I'm not sure. Whatever. There's Peter with green eyes for some reason. Very green eyes. There he is in his brown outfit. Some of these, the hole on the back is gigantic and does not actually fit the peg of the backpack. These are not from the first line, but I kept representative of Janine. This is Fright Features Janine with her eyeballs popping out, of course. When you pull her arms down, she goes back to normal, but her hair goes up. Cool. Okay, great. See, this is, these are the ones I got rid of because these are, I don't need the Fright Features. But there's Janine. They did not make a Janine in Series 1. There she is. And then we have,
was that the first Janine?
Oh, what's this guy's name? Rick Moranis played him. Oh, great. Way to do the research. We have him.
It's him.
The honorary Ghostbuster. And again, this was not from Series 1. We're just going to call him Rick Moranis so I don't sound like a tool. I clearly don't have his backpack.
Was he from the movies?
Yeah, he was from the movie. What the heck was his name?
He was never originally a
You know how many comments are going to be at what his name was? I guess I have a backpack for him. I got backpacks laying all around. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and give him a backpack. There. Now he has one. Congratulations.
Got left out.
Congratulations, Rick Moranis. You have one. All right, so that's the figures. And now let's get into the original monsters. This is... Here we go with the Stay Puff Marshmallow Man.
It's Marshmallow.
And I think we all call it Stay Puff, P-U-F-F, but it's actually Puffed, P-U-F-T. 1984 Columbia Pictures. Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man. And this is not I don't think this is the Series 1 Slimer at all. This is one that came with a mechanism that you can push slime out of his mouth. But I just kept him to be the Slimer. All right, Universal Monsters. They got a little deal going with Universal Monsters to a degree. We're going to take a look at that in right now. All right, here's the Wolfman monster. These are actually pretty awesome. They usually have a feature, if they move the hands up and down. I don't know what this one does. Maybe nothing. But his head moves. His head kind of bobbles, so that's cool. So very nice. I like this. Anything Universal Monsters added to something is cool. Liam's now into how the Universal Monsters have come into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle world.
That's cool.
We've got Frankenstein. And his mouth opens when you raise his hands, which is cool. Look at this, Liam.
Oh, that's cool.
So his mouth opens when you raise his hands. That's a pretty good looking cartoony Frankenstein. I like it. His jacket is stitched together in the back. Big clunky boots. There he is. He's coming for you.
Frankenstein is probably the boringest movie ever.
You didn't see Frankenstein, you goof.
I think so.
Here is Dracula.
Dang. Okay.
Nice Dracula. What's his mouth do? Does he open his mouth? No, he doesn't seem to.
Space.
I know.
So
So
big.
his mouth should open. Oh, there you go. When you squeeze his legs together. There you go. That's pretty cool.
Guys, I've got some good
But again,
practice.
yeah, that's great, Liam. But again, this is not how I played as a kid. I wouldn't have been like, oh, I'm coming to get you, and squeeze my legs. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that. And then finally we have the mummy who never stays together. He always comes apart.
Of course, it's the mummy.
Good point. Good point. So he's got an arm and he's got a head, but it just always falls off if you ever move him around. So he's not broken. He's not broken. He just always comes apart. Look at his tiny little mummy head. That's great. So there's the mummy. And then they added a few other weird monsters. This is what? Hunchback of Notre Dame. He's been added. What does he do? I don't know. Let's squeeze his legs. No, nothing. Move his hands. No, I don't know what he does. But there he is. He's chained up still. He's got his chain.
Where's even that guy from?
He's like a Lon Chaney, I think, was Hunchback of Notre Dame. There's him. And then I don't know what this is. This is like the zombie. We've got the zombie added. His brains, his head pops up there. His hands go up. His eyes roll when you squeeze his legs. Pretty cool. So we got some Universal monsters, and then we got a zombie thrown in there. Not bad. Let's take a look at the other stuff right now. Oh, wait, don't forget this. We've got like this eyeball popping monster. Now this has, let's see if it still does. This usually, oh yeah, there's a string to it. So that would pop out. The eyeball pops out. I think if you squeeze him, maybe if you squeeze him, his eyeball pops out and comes at you. So that's cool. Yeah, that's a monster. All right, let's look at a few others. All right, and then Real Ghostbusters made some of these, you know, over the top side characters that turned into ghosts. This guy, you put him on all fours and he kind of walks around. But he's a football player, you know, football player that turns into a monster.
Dinosaur.
We've got the garbage man that turns into a monster somehow. I'm trying to do all this with one hand. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, whatever. He turns into a monster. Trash collector.
That guy looks like Firehouse Man.
We've got, that's great, William. Here's a scary old lady. What does she do? Let's see. I don't know. I think if you press her head, no. What do you do with her? Again, impossible to do with one hand. I don't have my tripod. What does she do?
You want me to do it?
Yeah, make her do something.
Okay, let's see if I can make her do it.
Oh, there you go. Oh, nice. There you go. All right, so you pull her head up, there you go. There you go. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. There she is. Scary grandma. It's like yours. We have Mr. Construction Guy. He turns into that guy. That was easy. So that's a pretty cool little feature. And then we have your postman. We have your mailman who turns into a scary monster. We have your police officer. I think his name is X-Cop. What does he do? Let's see if I can make him happen here. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Oh, look at that. There's your cop. That's awesome. Actually, that is really cool. That's really cool. There you go. And then let's just get up in here now. I kept one vehicle. I kept that bug, and he comes with a skeleton.
It's cool.
He comes with a skeleton. And then these two guys, I really don't. These guys are so plain and so generic. Oops, I dropped him. He's so generic. This guy, I don't know if you had to buy him or if he was free. But he is so plain. What does it say in the back there? 19 what? Hang on a second. Folks, this says 1980. Is this not a Ghostbuster figure? What is this?
What would it be?
Let me look closer.
When did Ghostbusters come
It
out?
says 1980. I don't know what this guy is. Why is he with my Ghostbusters? And why is he... Is this is a Ghostbusters thing? Yeah, this is. But I had him riding it. Is he part of it? Solve this mystery for me, folks. What the heck is this guy?
Who's this guy?
Well, he's part of it. He's part of the Ghostbusters line. We have Fearsome Flush, of course. I love how they made the toilet be a monster, which is cool. You could put this in the ghost house, and you know, Ray goes to make a dookie, and the toilet tries to eat him. I kept a couple boxes just for the look. The X Popper, or the Ecto 500 and the Ghost Popper. I kept. They've got Toys R Us. They've got Toys R Us tags, or that might be Lionel. That might be Kitty City. I'm not sure. It doesn't say. I have the Ecto 1. It's probably not complete.
I'm awful at this game.
It's probably not complete. I kept a TV tray up there just to have it, and I kept the collector's case that every toy line had and no kid used, but there's that.
This is cool.
So that's it. That is the condensed Ghostbusters collection. Let me turn you around here. I'm fine with it. Oh, I do have a couple other items. You want to hear? Show it off, Liam.
Have this thing, whatever this thing is.
Well, what do you mean, whatever that
This
thing
is
is?
the blaster pew pew thingy.
The plastic pew pew thingy. What are you, 4 again? That is the
It makes a
that's
lot of
the
noise.
that's the proton pack, dude. That's the toy that came out for it, and it also came. They also
Ooh, this is
had
cool.
the
I have a newer
PKE
one.
meter. Yeah, you do have a
Yeah,
new
but this one makes noise. This one doesn't. I'm afraid if I do anything, it'll
So they
snap
came
off.
out with some, ghost hunting toys. They did have a ghost trap back then. You had the newer version of the ghost
I
trap,
have a newer
remember?
version. Wait, where is that?
I think long gone.
No, I want that back because
Yeah.
it looks so cool.
So there's that. I have a couple of those, and that's it. That's the and I made a bunch of room and some shelves.
Ghostbusters came
And,
into Fortnite, you know?
What's that, Liam?
Ghostbusters came into Fortnite. The skins of Ghostbusters.
Oh, that's cool.
And they had this as a gun.
So there's your little Ghostbusters section. I got to put all my figures back that I just showed you. But that's that. There's your up close and personal look at the real Ghostbusters. We will see you all next time. Good night now.